Hey everybody. So it's 2026, going on the second week, and you're struggling to find something that works for you as far as losing weight goes. You want to lose weight, doesn't matter if it's 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 50 pounds by the end of the year. So I just want to tell you a little story about myself. I really started walking back in January 2025. When I started walking, I was probably 325, 330 pounds. And here it is, January of 2026, and I currently weigh 295. Back in November, or actually, it was the end of October, I weighed the lowest I've weighed probably since high school. I weighed 279 pounds. And that was right before my wedding. That's initially why I started walking back in January, because I wanted to lose weight, get in a little better shape for my wedding. But it turned into something completely different. I no longer wanted to just look better in a tuxedo or look better for my family and friends. I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to be somebody that I haven't known before. I want to be fit, but I also want to be healthy. So I'd like to tell you a couple things that I did that really helped me stay on a path. And I really could have probably ended the year at like 260, 250 pounds, but I'll get to what held me back later. So the number one thing I started doing is every single day, and I mean every day, I got outside and I walked 10,000 or more steps every single day. That's what a lot of fitness influencers and all these people that are super jacked online, they're not going to tell you. They're going to tell you, oh, you got to lift weights, you got to do this, you got to do that, or you'll never lose weight. It's just not going to happen. I'm here to tell you that's a load of crap. All you have to do is make conscious decisions on what you're eating. So if anybody out there's like me and is 300 plus pounds and you want to lose weight, but you have no idea where to start, get your butt up off the couch, put down the PlayStation controller, get outside, or go on a treadmill in the gym and walk 10,000 steps a day. If you can't get 10,000, start with 5. You have to get out and you have to do something. You have to get motivated. And you can get motivated watching me tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this now. Nobody's going to walk those steps for you. I'm going to walk my steps, but you have to want it. And if you don't want it, then it's never going to happen. That's what really clicked for me. I kept seeing all these people losing weight, friends, family, co-workers, and I was getting bigger. I was just getting bigger. And, you're going to have ups and downs. So in February or March, I had a foot injury. Just my whole ankle, foot, everything was like swole for weeks and weeks. And that absolutely killed my progress. At that point, I was around 325 pounds. I was about 310, 311 pounds. So the first 2 months I had dropped about 14, 15 pounds. With that injury, and, not really being able to cook or do anything, it was really easy to just go back to my old habits. So, as you can imagine, I put on weight because as soon as I got better, me and my wife, we went on a little trip to New York. And, I got a lot of walking in up there. I felt really good. Lost a couple more pounds. Then, when we came back, I had a extreme ear infection from like the pressure building up, going up and down tall elevators and the plane ride back home. And that really took another toll on my progress. So it was almost like I was back to square one. Now, a lot of us, most likely 80-90% of us, we would have just gave up. I wanted to give up because it was like all the work I had put in those first 3 or 4 months was basically gone. Every single bit of it, just down the drain. It hurt me inside because I had been doing so good for so long, and the scale just showed no progress anymore. But what did I do? As soon as my ear got better and I felt like I had my balance back, I got right back outside and I started walking because I knew that wedding was coming. And I walked and walked and walked, and the time came for the wedding. I was down to 279. So I'm really bad at math, but that's about 45 pounds in total that I had lost. No, 46. I had lost 46 pounds, even with the ups and downs, because I didn't give up on myself. But it's life. So, I had more ups and downs. So then, after the wedding, which I got way too drunk at my wedding, ended up passing out, blacking out, ate a lot of food, really good home-cooked food, and then we went on a honeymoon and we went on a cruise. See, I've never been on a cruise before. My wife was telling me that basically it's all you can eat. And when I heard that, it's like a switch clicked in me, and I didn't know what to do with myself besides just eat as much as I wanted. And as you can imagine, that's exactly what I did. I ate everything I could, and when we came back, from the cruise, I had put on 10 pounds on that cruise. So now I'm back to 290, 289, 290. Then what was 2 weeks later? Thanksgiving. So we have a bunch of traveling back home, stopping to get food on the way, eating out, family overfeeding us. And I'm from the South. I don't really have control over that stuff. I like good fried foods, all that good stuff. So I had gained a bunch more weight. Then, football season comes around. I'm drinking pretty much every weekend. And I don't know if you know about alcohol, but alcohol can kill your progress fast. And, you can drink still, but don't step on the scale the next day because you're not going to like what you see. So then, it was another wedding after Christmas and then Christmas holidays. So I ended up getting back up to 295, which is what I currently am now. And I'm telling you all this because if you want to lose weight, it's so easy. It's so easy to lose weight, but it's way easier to gain it back. You have to stay motivated. You have to stay conscious of what you are doing, what you're eating, how much you're eating. If you can eat one meal a day, pick out like 5 or 6 staple meals that are super healthy. Like, for instance, mine are steak, pineapple, and like maybe some strawberries, blueberries. Another staple meal I like is blackened chicken with cut up kiwi. It's really good. But you got to stay away from fries. See, I don't know about all you other big guys that might be watching this, or big gals that are watching this, but I love me some fries. I can kill a whole bag of chips like it's nothing. I love chocolate chip cookies. I love Reese's. You have to eat that stuff in moderation. Give yourself like one night a week where you can have like a little bit of bad stuff and then cut it right back out. If you could do that, and you could get out here and walk 10,000 steps every single day, you will see so much weight drop off of you. Like, I went in the gym the other night to get in a little session on the treadmill, and I picked up a 30-pound dumbbell, and I'm like sitting there holding this thing. That was on my body. 30 extra pounds. When you hold a 30-pound dumbbell and you're like, damn, that used to be on me, that's insane. But I just wanted to tell y'all a little bit about my story. And I just want to let you know that all it takes is the simplest changes in your diet and your exercise, just getting outside and walking. You will lose so much weight so quickly. But also, don't be discouraged if you fall off, because all you got to do when you fall off is get right back on. I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later on. Peace.